Hello there, and welcome to Dr. T for today, February the 25th. Stage 1, pretty straightforward. Go to the right-hand side, put yourself on top of the pipes, and run yourself up to the rocket launcher thereafter. I didn't bother with smokes, but if you're really low level and kind of worried about it, smokes might be a good idea. Once you take out the rocket launcher, don't worry about shocking it because obviously it can't shoot you. Go over to the other rocket launcher that if you were really worried about it, you could have shocked. And then take out that rocket launcher. And then you can just wail on that HQ forever and you're going to get a nice easy win. Moving on. Stage 2, kind of the same thing, only there's no pipeline to really latch onto. So I just kind of flared my warriors up into the right area, and then just before they got to where the smoke would be, tossed up a smoke, threw it down onto the HQ, and by the time the warriors got up to where the flare was, ta-da! They're already under the smoke, they're moving and turning to the HQ, and everybody lives happily ever after. Whack, whack, whack. Also, I threw critters. I guess probably would have been nicer to just shock the extra cannon, but whatever, same difference. Half a dozen of one, 6 of the other. Moving on to stage 3, blow out the minefield, obviously, and there's boxes or whatever you want to call it. And it seems how we're on the oil theme with the pipeline and whatnot. I'm gonna call it tires. I don't know. You make tires out of oil, right? No, tires are out of rubber. Oh, I don't even know. Anyways, go over to the right-hand side to the great green oil vat of Dr. T's malicious oil. And it's a nice 45-degree angle from there right up to the HQ. You can go and straight onto that and then throw a couple shocks around, your troops to keep you safe, and whack, 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 you're going to get a win. And that's 120,000 hit points, so like, dang, that was close. Cutting it a little on the close side with only 2 boats, but that's alright. That's fine. It's fine. It's totally cool. It's fine. It's fine. Don't worry about it. Alright, stage 4. I used, obviously, the flamethrower. It's not quite a 45-degree angle, but it's close enough that if you just smoke generously, I think is the nice way of putting it, so that your troops will run where roughly you want them. You can run up, you might have a bold spot like I did, but just keep them running and they're going to run right through it. And set up shop. It's a nice easy 3 shock. Just 1, 2, 3. Hopefully you won't miss the extra rocket launcher, but whatevs. If you do, everybody has, their day. Moving on, stage 5 coming up. Wham! Throw obviously a barrage. Oh wait, sorry. Wrong level. Throw an artillery, take out the 2 mines on the rocket launcher on the right hand side, gather up on the box of oil paraphernalia. I don't know. Make sure you throw a smoke on the beach, unlike what I did. I actually saw the boom cannon tracking, and I was like, oh, that boom cannon's gonna shoot at my warriors. Had I been paying attention and gotten the smoke out a little earlier, I would have prevented that shot, and everybody would have lived a lot happier ever after. What I would suggest is don't bother with the rocket launcher over on the right hand side. Just toss the 2 shocks. You can shock everything with the 2 shocks. If you really want the 3rd shock down on the boom cannon, just to save yourself an extra troop, and whack, whack, whack. Stage 5 goes down. We can move on to stage, I checked on my fingers, 6. Ironically, stage 5, well, alright, we'll get to that in a minute. Now, with stage 6, this is the one where you can barrage. If you place that barrage just right, you're going to take out all of the mines that are around there, as well as get a free building, so you can get a little bit of your energy back. Toss, that would be a barrage, an artillery. Now, if you have the GBE to pull it off, if you throw another artillery right at the meeting of the sniper tower, the boom cannon, and the mortar there, I didn't actually do it. I was just like, I'm going to run over this. And I realized afterwards, like, crud, I should have hit that, because it'll actually take out the mortar. So you're definitely going to get at least 3 energy back, and it'll take out the mine, so less damage on your warriors, always a good thing. But also, I think it may do enough damage where you could pretty much take out the sniper tower and boom cannon, which makes your shocks a lot easier, because then you can just do the 2 shocks probably, and you know, absorb the rest of excuse me, the damage with medkits. All right, stage 6 goes down, and we move on to stage 7. Oh, of course, stage 6 goes down with only 1 loss. So I actually lost fewer warriors on 6 than I did on 5. Clearly I did something wrong on 5. So stage 7, there's a bunch of mines over on the right-hand side. 1 barrage will clear out the vast majority of them, and there's like a little 3 grouping of mines. 1 artillery can clear that out, and once you have that done, throw down your smokes. A little bit of a gap isn't really that horrible, just because it'll keep your warriors from getting hit by that boom cannon early on. And here's the awkward part. You gotta actually throw an extra flare just to get on that boom cannon, and then from the boom cannon, it's a nice easy trip up to the rocket launcher, 45 degrees, always good. And then from that rocket launcher onto the HQ. I did a bunch of flares there, basically because I wanted them to keep together. I wanted to, you know, not have my warriors spread out and go all crazy and willy-nilly. And that's kind of what we run into. Anyways, 3 shocks all the way around, because there's no shock launcher on this level, and with a couple of whacks, you're going to get a win. Anyways, guys, thanks very much for watching. Hopefully this has been helpful. Hopefully it's been entertaining. And most importantly, hopefully you guys have a fantastic day.